solemnly swear that the testimony about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Any question for you, Commissioners? Many of the comments have been given in very fine presentations that I would like to give. What is the method that I can give to you on my written comments? I will just read a small portion of it and then let it go into the public record.
If you summarize your comments and give them to us, the full comments, we will mark them and we'll include them in the record.
Okay, who do I hand it to?
Sorry.
Would you please state your name and address for the record?
My name is Eva Ritchie. I live at 1928 Brevard Road in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the Global Warming Task Force of Henderson County.
Are you a Duke customer?
I am, and I have appreciated in years past the wonderful and efficient and the service that I've received from them. I'm here to speak more to the environmental economics of this issue and to climate change. Obviously, that's the perspective that I come from. We are being asked to enlarge the very industry that is leading to altered weather and untold hardship for our children. The following is the statement that I would ask you, members of the utility, to remember. After viewing the Arctic, speaking with world leaders, and thoroughly assessing the worldwide situation, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said, "We have our foot on the accelerator and we are headed to an abyss." Today, President Obama, speaking to the Climate Summit at the United Nations, said, "The journey is hard and we don't have much time left to make it. We understand the gravity of the climate threat. We are determined to act," Obama said, "and we will meet our responsibility to future generations." But the leaders of North Carolina, as well as Duke Power, don't seem to understand the very narrow window we have left. Increased flooding and droughts, diminished animal life, increased forest fires, scarcity of fresh water, intensified storms. That is the legacy of coal-fired plants and deforestation. Last week, 2 merchant ships sailed through the once impassable Northeast Passage after global warming and melting ice opened the route. The Arctic, one of the planet's air conditioners, is expected to be gone in only 21 more years. Children born this year will never know in their adult life what ice was like in the Arctic outside of a book. Due to the effective media campaign of Duke Power, the citizens of North Carolina have the impression that we will be left in the dark without building more power plants. Duke Power keeps insisting that burdensome rates will result from inaction. This simply is not true. The misleading conclusions of Duke Power's assertions have been refuted in North Carolina by several respected studies, including one by John O. Blackburn, Professor Emeritus of Economics for Duke University. These studies show that every use, buildings, appliances, lights, can be reduced by 15 to 19% and cost less than 5 cents per kilowatt hour. Aren't our children worth a nickel? We are now at the fork in the road. We can choose a life of harmony with our Creator's gift, or we can choose to go alone against the forces of nature. On behalf of the Global Warming Task Force, respectfully, no to the rate hike, no to expanded coal use at Cliffside or monies from this rate hike to support it. No to 6 million more tons of carbon pollution. Yes to conservation. Yes to solar, wind, and tides. Yes to the can-do American spirit. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ritchie. We have a complete.
Thank you.
We will mark that as Public Staff Ritchie.